Check out our Bishop Garage t-shirts, hoodies and trucker caps on bishop-garage.com. Check out Bishop Garage merchandise, www.bishop-garage.com.
My name is Roland from Long Beach, California. Motorcycle builder, designer, and lover of all things two wheels. Kind of been involved in motorcycles my whole life, but started as a designer when I was probably like 18 years old, which is about the time I started racing too. So I was in parallel racing motorcycles and designing custom Harley parts for my dad. And that just kind of took its, things took their own path. And I was really fortunate to be able to apply what I learned in racing to design, and also what I learned in design maybe to racing as well. It's kind of like a work ethic thing. I've had an opportunity to see and work on a lot of different projects, so I have a pretty vast amount of a wide range of experience that I can apply to a lot of different things. And I'm really fortunate that I was able to grow up that way and see as many things as I did. As far as like learning how to design, it was really just being around design, I guess, my whole life, and being around the shop, being around manufacturing, and knowing how to design to make things manufacturable. It was kind of like this natural thing that I was just around, so I sucked it up, and it just became part of how I saw things. So it was like I saw something and I'm like, oh, this is how we can make that. And me and my dad used to talk about it all the time. It'd be like, this is what we wanted to make, and we would figure out how to make it. How would we produce that? Is it producible? That's not the type of lesson that you can really learn in school, I don't think. And I missed out on school pretty much completely, so I just went straight to the school of life, and it worked out well for me. There's been very few bikes that have left this shop that I haven't ridden hard or tried to ride harder than the guy who's going to own the bike, because when it goes out, I want to make sure that it's solid, that it's rock solid, and it's not going to come back because the guy's not happy with how it works. People always ask me, they always ask me, like, what's your favorite bike? And it really just depends on my mood at the time or what kind of riding I want to do. My favorite bike that we've done recently is probably the Caselli bike, because it was a pretty fresh twist on a modern motocross bike. It was a project that I was able to work with some great people on. It benefited Kurt's foundation, and that was all, to me, everything that makes like a project great. You have great people involved. It's about way more than just us. It's about more than just us building a motorcycle. And when a project has that type of reach and gets to new people, and we can educate people about the foundation, and kind of create a love for motorcycling, probably from the outside a little bit too, because it's like that motorcycle, I think it touched a lot of people in different ways, that probably aren't normally touched by custom motorcycles. Motorcycles have always been, they weren't just like, it's not just to go ride and like the feeling of freedom and that whole thing. A lot of times it's about hanging out with your friends and your family, and like going for a motorcycle ride is just an excuse to get together with your boys and go just escape for a little while, and you get to share that with one of your friends. I like to go ride with my dad. We go and just kind of ride sometimes. It's a good thing. It's good for your soul, it's good for my soul for sure. It reminds me why I do what I do, and reminds me why people love what we do, why people love the products we produce, or why they care about our brand or my name, or all the stuff we do. Because sometimes I'm just like, why does anyone give a fuck about what I do? I don't. you know, like I'm bored with me and like I'm over me, so why do other people care? But it's cool, you know, because motorcycles tell you why that is. A natural love for it, I think. Just I hope that comes through with the projects that we do and people see that.
Check out our Bishop Garage t-shirts, hoodies and trucker caps on bishop-garage.com. Check out Bishop Garage merchandise, www.bishop-garage.com.